Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. So I am so sorry I did not have a video for my Vlogtober video yesterday. I don't know what's up with me, y'all. I have not been able to sleep very well. Could be all the spirit activity, could be the fact that the weather is changing really dramatically here. Like today, it was super cold. This morning, it's still pretty chilly. I don't know. Maybe it's just a combination of a lot of stuff. But for Wednesday night, I got maybe an hour's worth of sleep. So after all my running around Thursday, y'all, I just crashed out. Totally crashed out. Didn't get up till, I bet it was 6 or 7 in the evening. And by then I had to run around, clean up, put on dinner, and do, you know, my household responsibilities. So yeah, I didn't make one. I thought about it. By the time I finally settled down, had everything done, it was about 11 o'clock, and I was already tired again. So I just passed out again. So I'm so sorry. I'll try to make it up sometime, either today, possibly. I still have a lot of stuff to do today, or tomorrow maybe. We'll see, but I'll try to make it up at some point if I can. No promises. Because right now things are so crazy. It doesn't help that I'm just not like 100% right now at all. Like, oh, my allergies are kicking my butt this morning. And again, probably because of the weather change, but ugh. I feel like all I'm doing is sniffing, you know. So anyway, and I had no idea, y'all, what I was going to do this video about today. It's kind of challenging to keep coming up with ideas and different topics. So I was writing down my grocery list, and I knew I had to go by Dollar Tree to get a lot of magical supplies that I needed, that I'm out of. And I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about magic on a budget. And I know, y'all, witches everywhere on YouTube exalt Dollar Tree. It is awesome, and it really is. But that's not the only resource, obviously, that we have at our disposal, but Dollar Tree is great. You can find all sorts of kick-ass stuff there that is really, I mean, it's $1. Everything's $1. And if you don't have a Dollar Tree, your 99-cent store, whatever you have, where everything is like $1 or less, those places are just amazing, because we don't always have the money to buy super expensive stuff. You know, especially right now, it's like holiday season, because you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, all expensive holidays in one way or the other. Either you're traveling and making a lot of food on Thanksgiving, or, you know, you're hosting Thanksgiving, so you're spending buttloads of money on food. Christmas, buying for people, I mean, it's expensive, and so our budgets become a lot tighter. And I know that in the past I've become very discouraged as far as, oh, I really need to cast right now, because hey, prosperity, we really need that during this season, but I have no money to buy stuff from Mountain Rose Herbs, because their stuff may be awesome, but it's also kind of pricey. So, and if you're like me and in a magical store desert where there's no real metaphysical stores around, it can be a really big challenge, you know. So I was like, you know, I'll share some of my resources with y'all. So this is how I do it whenever I don't have a lot of money, but I'm itching to you know, get something, or I really need to get something in order to cast. And there's a lot of places, guys, and a lot of ways you can save money and not, you know, break the bank in order to create magic. Or, you know, add things to your altar, or find resource books. You know, resource books are expensive. I mean, they're not all expensive, but a lot of them are. You know, you're going to at least dish out $20 a book, if not more. So what do you do whenever you want to expand your knowledge but don't have the cash? Well, okay, Amazon, if you don't have a Kindle, that's fine. Amazon has a free app that you can download, iPhone or Android, it doesn't matter. So you can get the Amazon app, and if you go to the Amazon website and look up Amazon bestsellers, okay, you will get a list, and it will have the 100 top bestsellers paid and 100 top bestsellers free, which means it's a free download. And they have, and they break it up. Each list is different for, you know, according to genre of book. So if you go into like the religious section and look under alternate religions, I think they may have an actual occult section. I can't remember right now. I have it saved as a favorite, so I don't even look. I just start looking through the list because it changes daily, y'all. So, granted, some of them are really old. Some of them aren't that great. So you just kind of have to filter through them. But they're free. Download them all. They're totally free. If you don't like it, take it off your little app or take it off your Kindle if you have a Kindle. You don't have to keep it, you know, but it's free. So use it. Libraries are a great resource. Sometimes, depending on where you live, you might not find all the best, you know, books that deal with the craft. My library in El Dorado, which is, you know, the bigger town where everyone goes, because the little tiny speck on the map town I live in doesn't have a library. We have like 2 convenience stores and a city hall and a post office. So that's it. That's the whole of the town. But in El Dorado, they actually have a really good library, and they have quite a bit of occult books, resource books that I can use. And y'all, that's a great way to really start working in your book of shadows or grimoire, whatever you call it, your magical journal, because you can't keep the books. Don't steal from the library, y'all. Libraries do not have very good funding. It takes a lot for them to buy books. Return the books. But you can't keep the books. You shouldn't keep the books. So whatever you learn, and you know, whatever is relevant to you, whatever you find, you know, is significant in your practice that you enjoy, write it down in your book of shadows. Write down where you got it from, you know, and there you have that information forever at your fingertips. Libraries are a great resource. Use them. They will be so happy to see you. Most of them are super friendly, and they will point you in the right direction. As far as the librarians go, they are great people. You know, libraries are not used near as much as they used to be, and they're super eager and ready to help you out. So go in and ask. They'll help you, I promise. They might give you a look or two, but they'll still help you. I'm lucky. Most of the library here is run by mostly younger, or, well, not run, but mostly younger people work there. So I never really get weird looks. They're just like, oh yeah, hey, we'll show you where it's at. So now I don't even have to ask. I just go straight back to where the books are that I'm interested in. So library is a great resource. Amazon, free books. Just when you go to Amazon.com, bestseller list, type it in the search engine and it will pop up, and y'all, it's like the best thing ever. Especially since it shows you all the free books. They're on the bestseller list. All kinds of categories. So there is that. Again, Dollar Tree, like I said, Dollar Tree's great. Seasonal shopping, y'all. Like, you should know what stores in your area offer what and when. depending on how long you've lived there. I've lived in this town for 7 years, which is way too long. We really need to move. But we've lived here for 7 years. So I know that Walmart will start putting out their Halloween stuff usually September 1st here. And so I will stock up. I will have set back money and stock up on unscented black and orange candles. Y'all, I have so much. I mean, I have a whole drawer full of black and orange unscented candles. So whenever you know something's coming around and you know what the stores are going to have, stock up. If I need 7-day candles, 3-pack at Walmart for less than $4. If I want colored 7-day candles, the best place I've found so far at my town is the Hispanic market. And because that's a big part of their culture. Sometimes, yes, they will have like various saints and stuff on there, but sometimes that comes in handy. Like if you work with Saint Expedite, you can usually find a candle at your Hispanic market of Saint Expedite, a 7-day candle. So, but a lot of times they will just have plain, different colored candles, 7-day candles, and that comes in super handy. Very cheap, usually less than $1. Find out where your resources are at. Explore. That to me is kind of the fun part. I mean, obviously it's great to get a good deal, and that's fun too, and shopping it can be a lot of fun, but exploring your town and looking at through all, at all these different stores and really finding out where your valuable resources are is a lot of fun. Go to the resale shops, go to Goodwill. You can find all kinds in their little knick-knack section. I don't know what it's called. I call it the knick-knack section. You can find all kinds of cool statues and figurines that you can take home and bedazzle, paint, color in with marker and throw it in your oven at, I think it's like 320 for 20 minutes or so. If you get a marker and you have a white figurine, you can color that thing in, decorate it the way you want, throw it in your oven, and that will never come off. It'll never come off. So I believe it's 320 for 25 minutes. If it's not, I'll put the correct information in the description box below, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Great way to make it your own. Molly of Herspeak is, I believe, the one that I first saw that she was doing that. She was talking about doing that, and she has like all kinds of amazing ideas. Check out her channel if you haven't. But yeah, make a figurine your own. If you can't afford to buy that $80 statue of your deity, get a figurine. Get a guy figurine. Find some little antlers from like a hobby store, or a couple of little twigs outside. Super glue that shit on. Hot glue it on. Hide the glue mess with a little bit of a few tiny garland, leaves, fake leaves, whatever. Ta-da! You have your god. It's awesome. Make it, be creative. Do your thing. But you don't have to spend a ton of money, and we can't always afford to do that. But that doesn't mean that you have to go without, or be frumpy and upset because you don't, you want to do things, but you don't have the resources at hand in order to do them. So make your own. Find your own. Find affordable resources. Find what you need. Forage. I've talked about foraging in my herbal video, but you don't have to forage just bones, and I've talked about it in working with bones too. You don't have to forage just bones and herbs. You can also forage for rocks. Here you can find quartz crystals everywhere, little geodes with all the crystals and stuff just on the ground. You know, go to a park. Granted, be careful. Don't pull shit off trees and plants because that's illegal. Or if you do, don't get caught, okay? Don't hurt the plant. There's a reason why they don't like people to do that. They want to keep it pristine. But picking stuff off the ground, there's a park in Louisiana where all of the trees are just covered in Spanish moss. Obviously, they don't want you to pull the Spanish moss off the trees. So, but it is all over the ground. I've gathered up bags and bags of it and put some out here. It doesn't do well here. I don't know why. You'd think this close to Louisiana, you could start it pretty easily. I mean, basically just stick it in a tree and it should start. But I don't know if it's too humid or what. But actually, I think that's how it gets its nutrients. I don't know. I really don't know. But it just does not want to start here. My neighbor and I both have really tried to propagate it on trees. And it just doesn't. It doesn't like it here. Something is in the air that it doesn't like or something. But that's okay, because you can pick it up off the ground. They don't care if you pick things up off the pathways or, you know, off the floor, off the ground. They don't care. Just, you know, don't pull that stuff out of the trees. But I can get bags and bags and bags of it. Use it to stuff poppets with. You know, free stuffing. Y'all. You know, so find places like that you know has an ample supply of something that you can use, and go there. You know, make it a routine to go there once a month, or however many, you know, however long it, or whatever time frame is good for you, to where you don't run out. And it's free. I mean, sometimes parks charge to go in at the most like $2, you know, and yeah, you're the gas to get there. But you know, it didn't have to be somewhere super far away. So, you know, find places like that. We have an arboretum in town that is nothing but just amazing trees, and I can find all kinds of branches that have fallen, and they love the fact that I come in and pick stuff like that up because it saves them from clearing off their pathways usually, you know. So yeah, willow limbs, oh my gosh, all over the place, all kinds, ash, rowan, all kinds of trees there that I can just pick branches all up and use it for whatever. So explore your town, get to know your town and what it has to offer as far as parks and natural resources that you can go and enjoy. We have a couple of museums here. There are gift shops. You can buy, get a bag of tumbled crystals, as much as you can shove in a bag, for $3. You can't beat that, y'all. And let me tell you, I am a master packer. I mean, I can shove a lot of those crystals in those bags. And it doesn't hurt anything that they stretch, kind of. Oh my gosh, I will have like 30 crystals in this little bag about this big. I'm sure they probably dread it when I come in, like, oh, we're going to lose money on her. But I do. I shove as many as I can. I'll grab 2 or 3 bags. It's cheap. 3 bags, $9 for a whole bunch of tumbles, and I'll just look through and pick out the ones that I want. So yeah, I mean, almost, I know here in Arkansas, it might be different in different states, but every single museum and state park gift shop has one of those huge bins full of tumbled crystals that you can purchase. And they even have flakes, like crystal flakes, that you can buy, and cute little bottles with a little cork. So not only is it, I can use those crystal flakes for all kinds of spell work and poppets and mojo bags and everything else, I have this cute little bottle that I can use for and repurpose for something else, and it's like $2. So yeah, you know, find stuff like that and utilize it. You don't have to spend a fortune to find magical supplies. So just find out what your area has to offer. Get out and explore. It's so much fun. You know, if you want to find a special place for yourself that's just full of spiritual energy, that you can feel earth energy, go out there and explore. Find that place where you can go and meditate and just get out of the house. You know, the winter months are coming. We're going to be stuck in the house soon enough anyway. And since we're going to be stuck in the house soon, you know, start gathering supplies to do these arts and crafts for your altar, you know, for your magic. If you want to make a poppet, but you don't want to spend a ton of money on material, go through all of your summer clothes. Pick out the stuff you don't wear. Donate what you can. A little helpful hint: when you're donating, donate in honor of your deity. You don't have to walk up to the people and be like, I am donating this in honor of blah blah blah. You don't have to do that. Just in your mind while you're going through this stuff, you know, this is in honor of whatever deity you serve, and donate it. It is so rewarding. They appreciate it. You appreciate it. The people who are going to get those clothes appreciate it. It doesn't matter that they believe a certain way and you believe a different way. It doesn't have to be this big public thing unless you're working with, like, say, Expedite. He likes it when it's public. But, you know, otherwise, you know, and then you could just, instead of telling the people, you could just do a Facebook post and say, hey, look at all this stuff I donated in honor of St. Expedite. But yeah, so little helpful hint there. You know, you want to do something in service for your deities. That is a wonderful, amazing way to be in service to them. And I bet you they'll appreciate it a whole bunch more than that rotten piece of apple on the altar. You know? So, yeah, do that. And then take some of those clothes that may be a little rough. You know, that shirt that has the remnants of paint from the last time you painted your kitchen, or whatever, that, you know, you don't feel comfortable donating, or it's just like one of those shirts that you wore forever and now it's just like threadbare, you know, falling apart. Use that cloth to create a representation of deity, or to make a poppet, or to make a mojo bag. Didn't cost you a thing other than what it cost, you know, when you originally bought it. Grab a thread and a needle. That is cheap stuff, guys. You can buy it at Dollar Tree. You can buy it at Walmart. Needles and thread are so cheap. If you don't know how to sew, YouTube, buddy. How to sew by hand instructional videos, you know, and learn. And I'll give you something to do this winter. And with every stitch you make, you stitch in intention. You stitch in your magic. You stitch in your power and the power you're channeling to create that, you know, representation of deity, or that prosperity poppet or bag. And there you go. Didn't cost you anything, hardly. If you don't want to spend money on stuffing, you know, fill that thing full of rice. Rice is already dried out. It's not going to go, unless you pour water on it, it's not going to, you know, rot. Fill it full of rice. That's what beanie babies usually are full of anyway. It's not beans, it's usually rice. So fill it full of rice. Whatever. Fill part of it full of rice, and get some cotton balls. You know, cotton balls are really cheap, and shove the rest of it with cotton balls. Be creative. Figure it out, y'all. It is, you can do things, amazing things, with little to no money. Don't ever let that be an obstacle for you as far as casting and making your own magic. Don't ever let, you know, the lack of funds, because you need to pay bills, because, you know, Christmas is coming or whatever. Don't let that be a deterrent in casting for yourself, casting to improve your life. Make it work. So that's all I was going to tell you. That's That's all I was going to talk about. And that's all, because that's what I'm about to do right now. So y'all have a wonderful day. If you have any resources, if you want to share online resources, whatever, please do so in the comment section, and we can just, you know, help each other out. If I think of anything else, I will definitely put it in the description below. I'll try to find the link. Well, I'll do it. I'll just find my link to the Amazon free books and put it in the description below as well. So y'all have a fantastic Friday and stay in your magic, guys. Bye.